Hello, and welcome to today's 20-minute training where I give you actionable content that you can use in your business immediately. If you're watching the replay, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment. So today I'm going to be talking to you about a really genius way to use a specific niche in literally any niche. So it's like a niche within a niche. And I'm also going to be doing some PLR, private label rights training, because if you don't know what PLR is and you don't know how to use it, you definitely want to watch this to the end. You'll learn a ton about how to make money with private label rights. If you've been following the emails that I send out this week, you might already know the secret niche within the niche, and that is mindset. So my mindset about mindset before October of last year, before October of 2018, was I never paid attention to mindset stuff at all because I'm a self-starter. I never really needed something that I needed to kind of focus on or do outside of my work. I got introduced to just a little bit of mindset work in last October, and I started really getting into it and applying the principles that I started learning, specifically with the law of attraction. Okay, and this is not about law of attraction stuff, and I just wanted to tell you kind of like what I study in terms of mindset stuff. It was funny because, really quick story, but I had like two people by the name of Mel in my life talking to me about law of attraction, and they were the only people in my life who introduced the law of attraction to me. So I'm like, this is probably something that I should, work and study, right? And practice, really. And I've been practicing it for the last year, and totally works. So I'm not getting into law of attraction here, but it kind of falls under the same umbrella. It is something that really does bring you to the next level. And the reason why, what prompted this kind of topic is a product that I came across, and that's MindsetPLR. The idea of teaching mindset and how I got introduced to it was I was taking a course, and the first kind of chapter, let's just call it chapter, was mindset. And I'm like, all right, let me just go through this because I want to go through everything systematically. And I'm like, wow, this mindset stuff totally applies, and I could apply it to both my life and my business, okay? And really anything, okay, which I'm going to talk about here. So if you're in a niche that is anything really, that has to do with literally, I can't think of something that this won't work for. Like I have some niches here, like health, wealth, business, wellness, sports, parenting, education, right? All of these niches, and I can go on and on and on and on, there can be a mindset component that you can introduce to add value to your product, but also monetize. If you don't have the right frame of mind going into anything, you probably are not going to succeed. So sometimes people can be, self-motivating, like I was and I am, but still now need that mindset work to maybe get me out of a funk, right? Or maybe on a lazy day, help me get something done or get one thing done, right? Or maybe if I'm dealing with a situation or a person who is difficult and I need to overcome that problem, this is where mindset stuff really comes into play. And if you have the practice and somebody teaches you how to do it, and you know how to do it, and now you know how to teach somebody else how to do it. So I just want to go ahead and start sharing my screen for a second here. So I just did a YouTube search for business mindset, and these are the results that came up for me. The power of entrepreneurial mindset, 77,000 views, which is like TED Talk. Les Brown, 64,000. Of course, we have Tony Robbins, 58,000 views, 1 million views here. How to get rich, difference between rich and poor minds. Here's my friend Stefan, the $1 Million Entrepreneur Mindset. Amazing, 17,000 views. So as you can see, I just wanted to kind of point this out, and this is probably something that you already know, but there's a lot of content on mindset, and people really need mindset work in different programs that they take, in different life endeavors, and pretty much anything people are striving to do to get to the next level, to overcome a situation, whatever it is. You can help people just with mindset work, not necessarily with, here's step X, 1, 2, 3 in order to overcome your problem, in a business sense. They might need some mindset work as well. And this is where you can come in. Here, this is the actual product here, which is PLR about mindset. So if you're not 100% sure about how to create content around mindset, then good news is that you don't have to create the content yourself. You can have the content created for you, and you can use it in the different areas of your business, right? With everything that we just talked about, you can have a specific mindset component of your business, of your content to offer, and you don't have to create the content yourself. And it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, as it says clearly right here. So what I want to do is kind of go over some of the ways that you can use this checklist, these mindset checklists in your business. Okay, so here are the checklists kind of listed out for you here, but you can look at that later. You can use this you can incorporate this into books. You can make journals out of this, just like simply ask questions, mindset questions, and make a journal, make a book out of this. So simple. You can use this for giveaways, bonuses. People love checklists and anything that you can add where people can interact with you, like in a workbook, as part of your workbook or a regular book. You can use it as part of your presentation. You don't have to come up with the content yourself. You can just use the PLR. You can also talk about this stuff in live content, just like I'm doing right now. You can do it in YouTube videos. You can do it in Facebook Lives. You can do it on Instagram. Any place you want to do it. Everything could be under the mindset umbrella. So PLR stands for private label rights, and if you're not familiar with it, I've actually done some past training on PLR. You can use this, and right here you can see the exact rights that you have how to use this content. You can edit it, you could add graphics, you can rebrand any way you want. You can use it to create training videos, add to paid membership sites, can be translated into other languages. You can claim it at full authorship, so you can claim it as your own. Imagine that, you can claim it as your own. You didn't even have to do the work. And you can build your list, you can do blog posts, and as I said, you can do all these other things like books, journals, all the stuff that we talk about, the low content stuff. You can see down here everything that you're getting, and that's debjung.com/mindset checklist. I used to write a lot of books using PLR. I don't do that anymore. The beautiful thing about PLR, especially when it's good PLR, it fills in the gaps in your content. But sometimes you don't feel like writing articles about a particular topic you might not be so familiar with, and maybe you just want to get some high quality PLR. And I talked about this in the past, but when you look at a sales letter like this, it's very nicely done. He obviously thought about a lot of things. He put a lot of effort into this. There's a lot of worth in this content right here. So this means that when it looks like this, the feel you get from this is the content is probably good. All right. So if you're ever kind of deciding like, oh, is this content going to be good or bad? Always look at who's recommending it, number one. And number two, if no one's recommending it, but you stumble upon it on a Google search or wherever it is, you just kind of have to look at these qualities and see, Or is this going to be good, or is it not going to be so good? And as you can see here, there's some great bonuses involved too. So at the end of the day, whatever niche that you're involved in, you can add this mindset stuff, and you don't have to do all the hard work with recreating it or creating it. If you want to add your own spin, let's say there's something that you read within the PLR and you want to add your own spin to it, your own check boxes and different things to check the checklist, you can definitely do that because you own the content and you can change it and edit it as you wish. Are there any questions regarding the niche within the niche topic or the PLR side of it? Yes, Laura says, you said in another video that you don't like to use PLR anymore for Amazon. Absolutely. You cannot use PLR anymore for Amazon because they'll just reject it. They have algorithms and systems in place where they could check to see if another book has the same content or it's available on the web. So that was like an old style of publishing that many marketers did. I used to always do the PLR plus always add my own content anyway, which could also kind of fly if you change the content significantly. Pairing this with whatever you're doing online, everybody needs mindset work, and you don't have to go too deep, but you can have like a chapter, you can have a little session, you can just another way to interact and incorporate more content into whatever niche that you're in online, okay? So this was a lot of fun today. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned a lot, and I'll see you on the next live session.